Alright, you guys know the drill. I'm copying some notes from GitHub. You can find them on my GitHub profile, Caleb Curry, and then Python Beginner Python 09 nested loops. So I'm going to take this, paste it in our editor, and we're just going to go through it. Do you need help advancing your coding skills? Check out my new program, Code Breakthrough. Code Breakthrough offers hands-on learning with Python and data structures, algorithms, and interview challenges. With a supportive community and regular new content, Code Breakthrough will help you get hired or advance your career. For a limited time launch special, use the link in the description to get 20% off your subscription. See you there. So the very first thing is we just did some review of the for loops, how we can create a nested for loop that iterates 4 times on the outer loop and 5 times on the inner loop. So we get the values 0 through 4, and we get that 4 times. So make sure you understand what's going on with this before you move on to the while loop section. We can also add some custom strings here to say what iteration we're on. So iteration 0 all the way through iteration 3. I don't really think of iterations as 0 based, so it might be more appropriate to say I plus 1 there, so it's iteration 1 through 4. But you guys get the point, you can customize it to whatever you need. Next up, we can make even a more complicated loop. So this one's doing some multiplication, counting by a certain number. So here's how to count by 0 through 3. So we're using the outer iteration variable inside of this multiplication, and that's a little trick we can do there. Next up, outer loop variables and inner loop ranges. So we use I in the beginning here, and that's going to give us this cool triangle pattern. Next up, we got nested while loops. Obviously, syntactically, while loops are not nearly as pretty, but it does show us more step-by-step exactly what's happening. So maybe it's a little cleaner for you if you think more algorithmically, whereas I just like to think of larger constructs like a for loop. So I guess it's personal taste, but you can go through this and see that it prints 0 through 4 4 times. So same exact loop as the very one at the beginning, this here. Make sure you put everything in the right spot, because here's an issue where we put J at the beginning. I showed you guys this earlier, and when you do this, you get the first output correct, and then you get a bunch of spaces. That's because J is never reset back to 0, so this is never evaluated to true after the first iteration. Now here is a loop to sum all numbers. So we have a sum, and this one's actually counting down. So we start at 10, and we go while it's larger than 0, so it doesn't add in 0, which is fine. Either way, it's not going to hurt anything, but just saving that extra step. It adds that number to the sum and decrements J, so it'll go down from 10 to 9 to 8 to 7 to 6, all the way down to 0. And it'll print the sum, in this case 55, because we are including 10 in that calculation. And now we can do something in a loop, getting 9 to 0, 8 to 0, 7 to 0, 6 to 0, and so forth. So here's how you would do that. You first create the outer loop, and then you can paste that inner loop on the inside, so the final structure looks something like this here. So we're going while I is greater than -0, or you can think of it as greater than or equal to 0. Calculates the sum, prints it out, and we get this result here, 55 all the way down to 0. So the very top one, 55, that includes 10. We start at 10, and it is included, and it goes all the way down to 0. And then I just created a version that's just a little bit prettier on the output, which you can see here, and that gets us this result here. Oh, hello. Yo, what's going down?
Yo. I got ham.
Ham's cool.
Do you want ham?
I mean, if you want to give me some ham, I'll take some ham. Conclude my video.
What do you mean conclude your video?
Like, I'm recording a video, and
Oh, no.
I was like 2 seconds from finishing, so I gotta say bye.
Okay.
So you want to conclude it for me?
No.
Come on, you can do it.
Okay. Do I just say bye?
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.